Hey everyone, welcome to Board Game Informant. I am your host Johnny, and I am joined tonight by Dave, Shaz, and Garrick to play Mini Rails. How's it going, everyone?
Hey, it's going good.
Pretty good.
So, Mini Rails is a game that I was introduced to a few years ago, actually before I heard about 18xx. So I think I'll probably have a greater appreciation for it now, but I loved it from the first time I played it. It's a really simple game that deals with buying and selling shares in a railroad company and building, I'm doing air quotes for a track, represented by these discs. And the game is played over 6 rounds, and each round everybody gets 2 actions. And those actions are you're always going to do one of each action type. One is going to be to lay some track, and one is going to be to buy a share. And this game is really interesting in that it doesn't deal with money at all. Everything deals in profits and loss from the time at which you buy the shares. So anytime you buy a share, it starts at 0, and you'll either gain profits from that or you'll incur losses from that. And that's why if you look at the player boards here, they have a 0 spot, and then they go from 1 to 10 or -1 to -10.
Mm-hmm.
So just like in all the other railroad games that we play, nobody owns these railroad companies. And in the case of this game, you don't even have to have a share in the railroad company in order to lay track for that company. So if you look at the top here, we have our player order markers. So those are randomly dealt. And in the beginning, it's kind of like a snake draft order. And then below those are the company discs. So what you'll do on your turn is you will take a company disc from here, and you'll either put it adjacent to a company disc of the same color in a spot that does not already have a disc. So for example, if I took this gray disc, I can put it in one of these 3 spots here. Or you take it and you put it on the 0 spot of your, I don't know what this is called, but your profit
Tableau
and loss tracker.
Mm.
You'll put it in 0. If you place a disc on the board, you'll see that there's pluses and minuses. That is going to equate to the share value adjustment for shares in that company. So if I place this gray disc here on the red, it's -1. Anybody that has gray discs on their boards are going to move it back 1. All of them back 1. And if I put it on this +3, everybody that owns a gray share is going to move all of their gray shares up by 3. After you take a disc and do one of those 2 actions with it, you will take your player order marker and you'll put it down in the spot that you just removed the disc from, and that will determine player order for the next round. After, you'll notice that there's 1 extra disc here, so at the end of every round, whatever disc is left over is going to move down to this taxation track at the bottom here. And the way that works is at the very end of the game, we're going to look at which companies have discs down here. It doesn't matter how many. We just look at which companies have discs down here. And if it has a disc down there, it means that the company has paid taxes, and you're going to remove any discs of those companies in the negative side of the board. If it does not have, if a company is not on this track here, you will remove all discs of that company in the positive side of the track. After you've removed all of those discs, you will just sum up discs on your track, both in positive and negative discs. And whoever has the highest score, or if everybody's negative, the least negative score, will win the game. So I know that was a very quick explanation. Are there any questions, or did that cover everything?
These action markers designate either place down a tile or take a share.
Yeah, so the left one is taking a share. The right one is placing a disc on the board.
So the intention is just to kind of move them off after you do the action.
Yeah, and this is a redraw of the original game, and I think it's really cool because he made it to where you can use regular hexes, whereas if you are familiar with the original game, they're kind of weird shaped interlocking hexes. And this was made as part of a project to make these games fit into a deck box. And I think it does a
Hmm.
really good job of doing that, but I don't particularly like the way things are represented necessarily. And using these discs instead of the original components that show a share and a train. Um, Not as big of a fan of the art style on this, but in the original game, you actually flip your action marker over when you take that action to show that you've
Hmm.
already done that particular type of action. In this game, we can just move it off the board or off to the side or something.
Okay.
There's one other rule I didn't mention. If you're trying to place a company disc on the board and there's no legal spots for you to place it, you place it off to the side. There's actually a place in the original game to place them, but in this case, you'll just put it off to the side, and that will count as a -1 for the stock value.
And that would only happen if they're surrounded by other track.
Exactly. Yeah, they can get blocked off. So if blue aggressively starts moving through here on
Yeah.
this right side, yellow has nowhere to go, then it would end up having to start just taking -1s every time somebody places one.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah, it's a really, really simple game. I think I've covered everything, believe it or not, even though that only took about 60 seconds or so. And if I miss anything, I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, so the other thing is the number of company discs in the bag does change based on player count. So I think we're going to have to actually do that. We should have 9. Let's see. So we should have 9 in this main bag here for each company. I don't know the best way to do that.
So just kind of just duplicate them.
What was that?
Just kind of duplicate them until you have 9. Or they should be in here.
Well, they're in the main bag, so there's 33 discs in the main bag.
Oh, I gotcha.
Including the ones I guess technically I should redeal them out after making sure there's 9 of each in the bag. So maybe the easiest thing is to just create a new bag. I don't know. Here, there's a bag here. This gray bag can be.
Okay.
And I'll just start putting 1, 2, 3. That would be a nice script if you could have it, tell it how many players and have it fill this bag automatically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could also just have like 3 bags and you just delete the other 2.
Right.
That would work also. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I think what they've done is these company disc bags, I think you just move discs from that into the main bag, depending on how many players you have.
That makes sense.
Except
So you have 9 red and 9 yellow in there currently.
yeah. So I guess they did think of it. I just didn't realize how they did it. Well, I'm gonna keep going with my method now.
Sounds good.
way to select everything from a bag?
I know if you go to search, you might be able to grab all of them. Never mind.
Oh man.
It's riveting content.
I wish I had realized how they did this before. Sorry, everyone. That was me being dumb. Probably won't
That's
be
fine.
the last time.
I feel like it's not the tabletop simulator experience if there isn't a little bit of jank somewhere. So I think this all
Yeah.
fits.
That's
All
true.
par for the course.
So there should.
What they didn't tell you is there's like a self-destruct thing. Like 30 minutes in, this whole table just flips over.
Okay, so I think there are 6 companies. 9 times 6 is 54. We should be good.
Cool.
So we'll pull from this bag. Let's shuffle it. All right. And I won't even pretend to know anything about strategy for this game.
It seems like you want to pump up a railroad you're personally invested in, but make sure you leave one so that it'll be placed down here for the taxation.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'll take a red. Take a red share. And then yellow gets to go.
All right. Let's see. I will take a share from gray.
Let me. So everybody's taking shares right now. We'll take this other red one, I guess.
Okay, so I got some back-to-back shenanigans to play here.
Right.
So let's take this yellow share.
Hey, you're not blue.
I'm not blue.
Why are you moving
Why-
my stuff?
Why are these? Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Okay, I'm yellow, and then this yellow can go here for +3.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
pretty
preserve
nice
my
roll, dude.
back-to-back shenanigans.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So now we will do red, and we'll go here. We'll bring up to 3.
I approve.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and let's see. So now I have to place track. So we're gonna go ahead and put black at -1, which nobody has black, so that doesn't actually do anything to anyone. But it lets me go first next turn.
All right. I will lay track, obviously, for green.
All
There
right.
we go.
So green goes on to the tax thing, and we'll
We
draw-
reset.
Yeah, reset your actions.
So if you were to get, say red gets like a +2, or like if you get a new share, do you have to adjust depending on the current board state?
No, that's the really nice thing about this is you always just deal in what you've lost or gained since buying the share. So anytime you get a share, it goes on 0. and then you
Yeah.
just adjust it when it changes from there.
Gotcha. Cool. It's also cool that I'm last place. In turn
last
order, I
place.
mean.
For both of your, but you get your back-to-back actions, which
Yeah,
can be
that's
good
right.
too.
Oh man, look out.
Actually, everybody gets back-to-back except for me.
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead and we'll buy a share of black.
Okay. Let us. There's no yellow discs. Crap. Okay. I was digging those yellow discs. Who's got gray? I'm gonna get in on this gray
Oh.
party. Oh no.
It's fine. We solved it.
Nobody saw anything.
And then gray shall rejoice.
That's what I like to see.
And I'll keep the back-to-back shenanigans going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Two people
I would
including
have
like
liked
that.
I would have liked to invest in gray, but without the back-to-back opportunity, it wasn't going to work out as well for me.
All right, I should take my profits.
Yeah, as should.
Oh yeah. I'm still like, that's the one thing about this game that is elegant, but like so different from other games. I forget to update the.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's
I,
my
I
dividend?
love it. I
please?
love that you're not ever having to deal with money at all.
Let's see. I had a plan a second ago. Where'd it go? I will invest in.
Yeah, that's what
Green's
I was gonna do.
pretty good investment.
Yeah.
And
The reason why is because it's already
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I will lay some track for. I'll lay some track for red.
It's not cool.
oof.
All right.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna lay some track for black. We're gonna go there. So it's gonna go up by 1.
So, whole lot of options here.
Oh wait, Johnny, did you see the chat on the YouTube video?
No. Shoot. What's happening?
We missed a. We need one more company marker. We screwed up the whole round.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One more.
Nobody's getting taxed.
You just adding yellow, or do you want to roll it back?
Oh, yeah. So we messed up the whole round, huh? Well.
It's not that hard to roll back.
Who's running
Yeah.
this game, honestly?
What do you guys think? Do you want to just press forward or roll back?
I wouldn't have really changed my decisions, but I'm totally fine rolling back if anyone else would have.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
All right, let's just press on then. So then this should actually be up there, though.
Yeah. So, we'll take that yellow. Now, what do I want to leave behind? I don't see anybody has blue. So we'll take the black and we'll place that. We'll place it real here. Little rotten spot.
Man, I'm not doing well.
It's okay. I'm last in turn order again, which really hurts.
So monitoring chat is a little trickier when we're doing this on Tabletopia, because when we're live, the only thing up on the computer screen is the chat. But now I have to have it in the background while I have Tabletop Simulator on in the foreground. So I have to keep remembering to go back.
I can.
Yeah, I mean,
monitor it too.
I can monitor it too. I've got it open on my other screen.
I just opened it, so I'll try to monitor it now
Do you
too.
all have two monitors?
I have 3
Yeah.
monitors.
Obviously, come
Man,
on.
must be nice.
All right. Well, since everybody on this table is monitoring it, I'll leave it to the experts.
Yeah, expert.
Uh huh.
Do you see that yellow disc? Like the
Yeah, I
that's
love it.
that's rotten.
It just wants to be that way. It's not going to change.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
so I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna lay some track.
No, don't do it.
I am. I'm gonna lay some black track
Oh,
right here.
that's not what I was worried about. Oh, that is what I was worried about. No, you're awful.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. Get back to 0.
My go.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I will lay some track for green, and let's go over here. No, let's go here.
That's a pretty nice spot to be.
Yeah.
Nobody can
Yep,
screw
that's
you
what I
from
thought.
there.
Took me a second to realize that.
Blue.
Oh yeah. Let's see. So I've got to invest in something now. That could be tricky. I suppose I'll invest in blue.
I'm going to invest in I guess yellow. All right.
Let's we'll bring red up.
Would you bring it up by? I didn't see 2.
2.
All right, some more back-to-back shenanigans.
The back-to-back shenanigans. I'm not happy.
But tell us about the game.
Why the hell did I buy this gray share? That's a really bad idea.
Because it was a great idea until Johnny ruined it.
Yeah, I know.
Was it though?
Shh.
I'm not sure.
Don't make me feel bad.
Let us place this black here. -1. And then let's take the blue share.
Okay. So
Oh, I missed it by that much.
what do we want to invest in, and who do we want to leave behind? Can you? I assume you can double up on a single company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just go, but they start at 0 though. The second token will just start at 0.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Anytime you buy a share, it always starts at 0.
For some reason, I just thought you could only have one share per company, but I should have asked instead of assuming.
Oh,
Seems like you want to diversify more than anything.
I guess it depends on the company.
Yeah. So since I want this to grow, I guess I'm gonna take the gray share.
Come on. Only good
Yeah.
things can happen.
This will go second. All right.
Unless
so this
everyone
is-
keeps buying gray shares. Stop at some point, guys.
All right. Oops, I missed the.
How many
All
are
right, I put
left?
the right number
18?
out
Okay.
there. Hmm. Do you all have yellow except for me?
There's a lot of yellow going around. Yeah.
That makes my decision fairly easy. I'll take a yellow one.
No.
Oh wait. Oh wait. If it's on the taxation thing though, it just gets removed from.
This is
if
true.
it's on the negative. So,
Join the yellow train, Johnny.
I mean, I could, but the only person that helps is Dave. So
Oh, you can't do that. You're right.
I still think it might be better to do this. I don't know. Maybe I just don't do anything like that. Yeah, we're gonna do it. No, we're not. We're gonna buy. We're gonna buy
What's
a
going
green
on?
share. I'm gonna
Alright.
play the not be nasty game right now, and I'm just
Aw,
gonna take the
man.
green because green's pretty good.
Why would we play a train game if we're not going to be nasty?
Yeah, that move felt so dirty that I can't believe it didn't happen. I fundamentally can't believe it.
So
Well, my thought is that the green company is in such a good spot, nobody can hurt it. I can't really go wrong by investing in green right now.
So do I want to invest in green then? So I don't have green. I feel like Johnny and I are just gonna wind up being tied at the end.
With no money, with no points.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I've calculated this all in my head, and that's the plan. Yeah.
Solve the whole game already.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Child's play.
You can't lose points if you never make points. I don't know. This seems like an interesting strategy. I'll leave it at that.
Hmm.
I like this map. It feels very whimsical.
Yeah, I like the map redraw.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely clever the way he did it, where the lines intersect the middle of other spots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Recreate the strange shape of the original tiles.
I think I'm going to invest.
Mm-hmm. So do we want to move yellow? Sure.
Was probably the right move with me coming up next.
Yeah.
Don't give him another
Well,
chance.
I also want to take first player too.
I'm gonna lay some track. It's gonna be some black. And it's gonna be 3. So anybody that's got black, which is nobody, move up 3.
I have
I
a
get
question.
To do some
Are you
back-to-back
allowed to?
shenanigans next time?
I think black looks like it is in the position to start to not be crappy.
Right. So here's my question: Are you allowed to look in the bag and see what the probability is?
It's I mean, it's perfect information. I would argue. You
Oh,
can
it's
track
9.
it,
It's
so.
9 tokens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what else? I gotta lay a track. I can lay a gray track. Guys, I think we need to get out of the gray corner.
It has to happen at some point.
It has to happen.
Yeah. It's part of my calculation. It's
Oof.
yeah.
It happened.
Has to happen like that. Come on.
Well, it's if you go on the 1,
I
might just
know.
get punished later. So
You're not
plus
wrong.
now I still go twice in a row again.
Which is this?
Priorities.
Well, I guess I'm going twice in a row now. Just a question of which blue.
Which blue? Yeah. Choose wisely. Oh, you chose poorly.
Ah, no. Put it back. Put it back. People have investments in blue. Let's go to the negative.
It's fine with me.
Negative. How many was it? Just 1 or 2?
2.
God damn it.
It's paying taxes. It's
So we'll probably all be negative by the end.
Probably, yeah. But who'll be the least negative, right? It's a real winner there.
Sounds like a train game.
Mm-hmm. One more.
All right. Yep. Oh no. There we go.
All right. Oh, I'm first. Hey, how about that? So, So I kind of want to pump up red a little bit. But I'm also thinking about taking black. So I think someone's going to lay this, maybe, but there's only one more black token left in the bag.
This is the last black token.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, right. So what we want to do is like a big negative number for black is what we really want to do.
There are no negatives for black.
Yeah, that's probably why I took black.
Yeah.
Even hate drafting
Right.
black doesn't really do a lot because it's only taking away 2 points from one person.
Mm-hmm. The problem with pumping up red is it kind of just helps you, and then you're gonna probably grab that black and put it on the 5.
Well, I'm definitely not grabbing the black and putting it on the 5 because then it won't be worth anything.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
which is why you have to do it.
Well, that's what I was saying. It doesn't really. I mean,
It doesn't really help because
it doesn't.
what you
hurt
want
me-
is
it doesn't hurt me
nobody
that much
touch
if
it.
somebody lays it. I do. Yeah, I mean, technically, I want the 2 points, but if somebody does take it, it's not the worst thing in the world to lose 2
Right.
points.
Looks like we have 3 reds on there. If I take it, probably someone's gonna take another, and we just hope one gets left over. But that's probably not gonna happen. This is kind of like a which cup is poisoned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Prisoner
Well, what you
dilemma
might want
kinda
to what
thing.
you might want to do is pump red up to disincentivize somebody else to take it.
Oh, true. All right, we'll stick with kind of what I had in my head originally.
Crap.
Oh, we got it.
Earthquake.
We got this. Okay.
So, that moved up 3, right, for red.
Yes. Should be at 6. Yep.
All right, so I got back-to-back actions here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the safe move, and we're gonna invest in blue. And then we're gonna lay some track in blue. All right, there. Everybody move blue up by 3.
Ah,
And those are both your actions?
Those are both my actions, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't actually put my... There we go. Now I'm done.
All right. So let's take this yellow. Put it here. And yellow goes up 3.
I like the sound of that.
It is pretty good.
It's about time I have some positive shares. Let's see. um,
So I think I'm going to be in last place. I've calculated it.
Yeah.
It's the
Me
only
too.
possible
Actually.
outcome.
Yeah.
Not having yellow is really, really bad for me.
I'm going to.
This is kind of coming down to like what these last. Is this the last round, or we got one more after this?
We have one more, don't we?
one more.
Okay.
There's one more tax slot.
Oh, that's right.
The government's looking for one more round of taxes.
Mm.
I will invest in. Those are the last 2 reds, and that's the last black. Is that right? 7, 8, 9.
This is the last black, yeah.
Because there's 9 of each piece, correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 reds on the board. Yeah.
I will. I don't want to do that.
Yo, invest in gray, man. I got a hot tip that it's going up. You know?
Yeah, and that's no good if it doesn't get taxed.
Yeah, investing in red definitely is not a good strategy right now.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm going to lay track for red.
Hey now.
Wait, was there red over here? I want that one.
It's too late.
You took your virtual hand off the virtual
you
plane.
took your second turn. You took your second turn first.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to fix that. I'm doing things all backwards. I'm going to invest in. I guess I'll invest in gray and just be sad.
Nice.
Gosh darn.
I will at least score some amount of points this game.
Me too.
With that move.
Oh boy.
I think I'll end up with 3, hopefully.
Don't do
This is bad. This is bad. It's
On
not
the bright
ideal.
side, you're in a pretty good position.
Yeah, my position doesn't suck. This red cube has got to go here.
Mm-hmm.
That checks out. I think.
Take that black, man.
it's 2 point. Well, he's got those points with blue, so he's doing okay.
Mhm.
Take the black.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting decision because I'm not your competition right now.
No, I think you are.
Really, with
Those
think
blue,
you are.
the blue shares are going to pay, and red's up for grabs. But the
I
blue
guess there
shares
are probably a lot of blues left in the bag. I think.
and I have
Actually,
Delta on Chaz because his highest paying share is my highest paying share, but mine's highest.
Right.
So gray pays taxes. Oh,
Whoa.
What did I do to
Easy
wrong you?
there.
There's the last red.
So nobody take the red.
That red is not going to be there.
Let's pay some taxes. Okay, so first choice. There being 2 yellow sucks a lot. Hmm. Man. Just looking at everybody's boards. So the options are I lay a token for green. What I really want to do is let's do this. We're going to take one of the blues and we're going to put it here, -3. Suck it. Done.
Man. I guess I'm gonna lay track for blue. I'll go here.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Hang on 1 second, guys.
that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're boned. I don't think there was a whole I could have done.
Oh, I missed the blue -3. Should be at 6.
Hmm.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Nothing.
Nothing.
We're just bemoaning. Let's see. So man. So if I pump up yellow, it's gonna be basically between these two right here. I don't really have anything diversified on my own to really help out.
We could buy a yellow instead of pumping it up.
So I already laid track, so I need to invest in something. We'll just grab yellow. Done.
Yeah, I feel like either that or gray or buying gray was probably the right
Yeah.
call.
I will invest in red.
Mm.
Thank you.
Not cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll buy
Yeah.
gray.
Uh-huh.
I will guess I will lay track for the gray.
Hey,
Hey yo.
we're at 0.
Does anything really change here? I think I might as well get my 2 points.
Huh?
So they can't really hurt green. So
It's
we'll
not
build
your
yellow.
turn. I'm blue.
Oh, I'm not blue. For some reason, I was like red, yellow, red. I was like,
Oh, man, you
I'm
gave
always
away
after
the
yellow,
strategy,
but I'm
too.
not.
Yeah, and I have to buy a share. So, I guess I'm buying a yellow share
Mm-hmm.
because why would I do anything else?
And green gets a point.
Nice.
I think it was like this. I don't think it matters though.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So, all right. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna look at the negatives. So, does anybody have anything in the negative?
I do not.
Wow.
I
We had a
know.
super profitable
This is-
companies.
Yeah, this was a weird game. So now we're gonna look at anything in the positive that's not on here, which I believe is just red, right?
Red and black.
Oh, and black, right? So red and black is going to get removed from the positive side, and now we add up our
6
remaining
points.
points.
Just as I calculated.
11, 14, 15, 16 points.
Nice.
And I'm at 10.
I'm at 11.
Oof. All right, so I didn't get in last, but
Being able to buy that gray share was pretty ballin'.
Hmm.
all right,
Uh-oh.
cool. So what do you guys think?
Cool. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 1 for 1 in it, so it's on my list of good games.
Right. It seems a little swinging, of course, because with you got the whims of the draw bag, and I think taking the first order seems pretty important early on. I don't know.
Yeah, it felt pretty bad in the turn where both my pawns were late in the turn order.
Yeah, same here.
I think it is interesting. Like the first and last are a little bit balanced because if you go first, you're you've committed to an action that can be punished. If you go
Right.
last, you have fewer options, but you have less opportunity to be
Right.
punished.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
player also gets to choose who gets to be the tax company too.
Also true.
Yeah.
Which
Mhm.
helps a whole lot.
Yep. I like this one. I think this one's a really elegant design, and
It's definitely elegant.
I still think it's got a fair amount of depth, and I don't really find that the random draws are really too bad because the turn order mechanism I think kind of balances that out a little bit.
Plus, everything comes out of the bag. If there was like
Yeah.
stuff left in the bag, I think I'd have a little bit of
Right.
less good feelings about it. But the whole bag comes out, so
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna switch over to Paris Connection, and I actually did set it up as 2 different streams. So I'm gonna end this stream, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes or so to start. that
Cool.
one.
Cheers.
All right, thanks everyone. Good night.
peace.
Or
Can we flip the table?
yeah, flip the table before I end it.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
now
I'll
I'm
see you
ending it.
next-
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
That was a good flip.